Welcome to In Business, a show profiling businesses located right here in Vernon Hills. On today's show, we'll visit the offices of Dr. William Kisker and the dental care of Vernon Hills. We'll talk with Gary O'Reilly of O'Reilly's Furniture. We'll see what's coming out of the oven at Eloise Chicago American-style bakery. And we'll drop into local jewel shop Gem Jam. Thanks for shopping in Vernon Hills, and thanks for watching In Business.
We are here with a famous name in furniture when it comes to Lake County furniture. We're with Gary O'Reilly here at O'Reilly's Furniture right here in Vernon Hills. Thanks for taking the time to join us, sir.
Oh, thank you for coming in.
And you've got a great store here in Hawthorne Hills Fashion Square, which is on the is at the southwest side of Milwaukee and 60.
Correct.
Yes, and how long you been here?
5 months now. Open up May 1st.
Well, and when you opened up, I was surprised because from the front, it doesn't look like that big a spot, but you are packed with furniture.
You make the most of your square footage. Yes, you do. We keep everything. It's still walk around, but we get as much in here as we can.
Well, let's talk to people about where you've been, because you are a furniture expert. We were talking before the camera went on about how the changes have happened in the industry and your experiences in that. Tell us a little bit about how the furniture industry has changed over the last few years.
Yeah, the last 5 years have just been a massive turnover. I mean, most people come in the store and they go, where did all the furniture stores go? Half of the stores in Chicago are gone, and most people think it's because, you know, the economy's bad. And I don't think that's it as much as the import furniture has changed the rules by the pricing of the furniture. And most people go, oh, it's from China. Well, China's not a bad thing as far as the quality of furniture. I hate seeing the jobs leave the country, of course. But they have, but now bedroom sets are $2,000 and $2,500 that I used to sell for $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000. And the bottom line is they're not bad sets. The American factories stupidly went over to China and taught them how to finish furniture because they could never finish furniture like we could. And they put out a nice product now. I mean, there's still some lower-end factories there that some of the other stores carry that, you know, I won't carry that quality. But on the average, they put out a nice product, but it's so deflationary because you got bedroom sets for $2,000 that I used to sell for $5,000, and it killed the furniture store's volume.
Well, when we talk about that, you had said before, like you said, half the furniture stores are gone. When you think back and forth and up and down the street, there's so many brand names we knew for forever. Those stores where we knew the jingles, they're just not here anymore. Right,
and it's you know, when the Plunkett's Furniture is closed, I felt bad. It's a great family name. You know, my store in Libertyville was the biggest store in Northern Illinois, and after 3 years of just losing money, waiting for it to get better, it's not going to get better. I sold the building, luckily. And I took about 10 months off, was going crazy, and the landlord at this shopping center here is a very nice man, and they made me a marvelous offer to come in here with the possibility that in spring I'll move down to part of the old Wick store and have a more livable space. Nowhere near as big as large I used to be, but where I'm 6,000 feet here, I might go to 18 to 20,000 feet, including a store warehouse, and take advantage of specials and overstocks and buys that I've been doing. I'm finding out that business is good if you give people a value. They'll buy the better furniture if it's a good price, and that's what we're doing.
Okay. Well, so tell me about that, because you are going out there and you are finding values on, and I see just about every kind of furniture in here, so tell me about your specialty here.
Well, my specialty is, I know so many people in the industry that they call me with closeouts and overstocks, and I have good credit, so they ship me, I pay my bills, and I go home and tell my wife some of these deals I bought, and she's probably tired of hearing it, but they amaze me after all these years. I'm buying stuff at 60 and 70 off. I mean, if someone said to you, you know, how many dollar bills do you want at 40 cents each? I'll take as many as you have, you know? And that's what's happening. And if I can buy something, you know, a $1,000 piece for $400 and sell it for $7.99, I still make a profit, which is the idea of being in business, and the people get a great deal, and people appreciate that, and people have been wonderful since I reopened. I mean, they're coming in, oh, thank you, we're so glad you're back, we miss you, and it makes me feel very good.
Well, and you're big on customer service here, too, because you do know the industry, you know your product, and you know how to help people.
We've always serviced people. You know, with closing, people said, oh, he closed, and now he's back, but most everyone has been just so grateful, and I mean, I'm embarrassed but you know, we paid our dues. We took care of people. We serviced them. We sold them good furniture. And I had a lady come in a couple months ago with a young man with her, and he was like 27 now, and he was getting his first, or not getting his first, but he's furnishing an apartment. And she goes, he bought his first bedroom set for me when he was 4. And you get a lot of that. I mean, I'm actually selling kids furniture now, which is, you know, it's just like after 32 years. I opened in 1977. You sell a lot of furniture. $100 million in the last 32 years. That's a lot of furniture.
That's a lot of furniture. And as we said, there's a lot of beautiful things in here. People should come in and take a look. And you're hoping, as you said, by spring, maybe to be around the corner in the same shopping area. Correct.
The landlord has signed Dick's Sporting Goods to go into the lion's share of the Wick store. And we have logistics to work out. They have a lot of work to do, but I would hope by spring, because it's very difficult working out of 6,000 feet when you had 90,000 feet. I am using the back of the Wick store for a warehouse so I can take advantage of all the marvelous buys that are out there, because with 6,000 feet, I mean, I've got that much in warehouse. I got more than that in warehouse, but it helps a lot.
Well, it does sound to me like you're saying if you're interested in buying furniture and you've been waiting, it actually is a good time to be buying furniture.
The deals are fantastic. The deals are fantastic. When people don't even try to negotiate with you, they're, oh, that's the price, you know. And when you have a pub table and 6 chairs right here that's $8.99, those bar stools are $199 each. That's $1,200 for the stools. You're getting the table and 6 stools for $8.99. That's a bargain.
Yeah.
And it's nice quality.
Very good. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today. I know if people want to know more, they can call you. They can stop in because you guys are here. What days are you open?
We're open all 7 days. Right now we're open 3 nights a week, but we're probably going to go to 5 nights a week also.
Very good. Well, thanks for taking the time, and good luck with everything. And we'll come back when you expand again.
Thank you so much.
We are having fun today. We are at Eloise Chicago American Bakery, which is a lovely spot in River Tree Court on the southeast side of Milwaukee and Route 60 in Vernon Hills. Like I said, a beautiful spot, and what makes it even more beautiful is we're with the namesake of the restaurant. We're with Eloise Torres. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
This is a lovely spot here. How long have you guys been in business here?
Right here for 21 years.
21 years, so you've seen the town really change when it comes to Vernon Hills.
Yes, yes.
Now tell me about your specialties, because I see somebody making a delicious coffee drink. I can see the bakery up front. What are some of the things you do here?
Okay, we have on the espresso side, we have the full espresso bar, where we do mostly organic and fair trade coffees. Sometimes one of the coffees we choose is not available in that, but we go as close to both of those criteria as possible. And on the bakery end, we do everything is made in-house from scratch daily. Oh. And we evolved into sandwiches and muffins and breads. We do all of our breads for our sandwiches during lunch.
And you have really, I would call them artisan breads. Can you tell people like some of the breads you make? This isn't just your, Wonder Bread.
Okay, we have a line of sandwiches that we call our rustic sandwiches, and those are served on a ciabatta roll, which the ciabatta rolls are made from a starter and start the sponge the day before and build that out. Then the others we do are a white, a honey wheat, a 6-grain, and a sourdough rye. And
you do a lot of people coming in before work at breakfast time. You do a lot of lunch. Do you do what else? Have you guys been doing catering or anything like that?
We do a lot of corporate catering, box lunches, trays of sandwiches, large salads, buffets, whatever they need.
Well, and when you talk about all this work, if all this baking work is being done here, who's here helping you, Eloise?
family comes and goes. We have college students. We have some that have culinary experience, and we have some that are been with us for 10 years now.
Yeah,
2015. Yeah.
So, and you say family because this is you guys are locally. This is your
Right.
baby here.
This is yes.
When you talk about this, so you've been doing this for 21 years. There's obviously a lot of passion and love. How did you get involved in the cooking for people? Did you grow up doing that?
Okay, my mother had a background at Cornell University in hotel and restaurant, and we were raised doing a lot. Always, it's like family meals was always very big. Everything was always from scratch. We never did breads at home. It's like breads was something new. And if you're going to do breads, you have to have a thermometer, okay? That's clue number one on breads. But passion for family and gathering around food has always been something that has been a part
and it's
of our
funny that, so you didn't start with bread, so now breads are such a big part of your life. And what a lot of work you guys put into making it perfect, so.
Well, we started with just the cinnamon rolls, and then expanded.
Those are famous, aren't here around here, aren't they?
Yeah, on this corner, yeah.
Farther than this corner, so. Well, and so 21 years you've been here, and we wish you 21 great years after this. If people want to find out more, just stop in, give them a call. They're right here all the time. You guys are here most of the time, aren't you?
6 days a week.
6 days a week. Very good. Thank you very much, and good luck, and have an enjoyable afternoon with your beautiful coffees.
Thank you very much.
We're getting fancy here today. We've come over to Gem Jam, which is a beautiful store on Town Line Road up near the 7-Eleven and Dairy Queen here in Vernon Hills. And it is just filled to the brim with sparkly, beautiful jewelry and things like that. We are with Kelly Lim, who's the owner, and she's the inspiration behind all of this. Thank you for joining us, Kelly.
Thanks for coming today.
And you guys, I understand that you just had kind of a milestone for this business. In October, you celebrated an anniversary.
Right, just 2 years.
So 2 years at the spot, wonderful. Now, obviously, when you walk in here, you've got a real eye for not only jewelry, but how you display it. Tell me about this. Is this like something that you've had a passion for? Are you interested in?
Well, my dad is an artist, and I used to go to art fairs all the time when I was in high school, and I was inspired with all the artists with a beautiful work of art, and I was especially drawn to the jewelry makers, and then that's how I think I was inspired.
Well, and I also know of people who know the Lim family. You've lived in town for quite a while now.
8.5 years.
8.5 years in Vernon Hills, and you've got 2 beautiful daughters, and I know they're very creative too. Do they help you with this a little bit?
Yes, especially my first one who was in 6th grade. Yeah, she tells me how to display and what to select and what's in style and stuff like that.
Well, let's talk about the things that are like hot with kids, because I know I don't have girls myself, but I know little girls who love to come in here and get certain different things. What are some of the things that the kids really like and their moms really like?
They especially love the chokers, and I do make cougars chokers, and that's favorite of all moms and kids, and yeah, and all the jewelry, the necklaces with the different charms. That's favorite of everybody.
Well, I see you've got charms too. You've got charms for the cell phones, and you've got
Yes, that's
jewelry
my
that's more.
specialty.
Oh, that's your specialty here. And you've got some jewelry that's quite upscale, where it would be for like prom or a beautiful night out. So you really have the whole range.
For bar mitzvahs and homecoming and proms and yeah, all the special occasions. People come up with their dresses and then try to match and give personal services.
Oh, so you help people do that then?
Yes, yes, I
That's
do.
good to know. That's good. So if I ever wanted to get my act together, you could help me do that. Well, Well, now let's talk about this too. So you have an eye not only for how you, there's, like I said, the store is beautiful in here, so you have a real eye for that. So then do you go out and select the jewelry? Do you also, and you said you make some of the things too.
Yes, I do when I have a time. And I'm fortunate enough to have a friend who owns a big supply, who has a big company in Korea to make all the beautiful jewelries. And I do get a better connection and better deal with
Well, with that said, then, are there some things that you find here that you wouldn't find someplace else then?
Exactly, yes. Some of the unique items I have, yeah.
Well, like I said, this is a real hot spot, especially for the girls and the moms around town, and it is a beautiful store. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thanks for coming.
And we wish you many, many more years. We'll come back when it's your 20th anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Take care. Thank
you. Thank you.
Welcome to the offices of Dr. William Kisker, a dentist right here in town with Dental Care of Vernon Hills. We're at 701 North Milwaukee, which is right in River Tree Court, right next to Route 60. And we're so glad to be over here and meet you formally, Dr. Kisker. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, and this is a beautiful office you've got here. How long have you guys been here?
We've been here just under 2 years.
Okay. Very good. So now let's talk about a little bit about you, though, because I went on your website, which is very informative, by the way, and it sounds like you have a lot of East Coast ties. So tell us a little bit about where you went to school, and then how did you end up here in the Midwest?
Sure. I grew up in New Jersey and went to school there, finished all my training, graduated from New Jersey Dental School. And I ended up in Illinois because while I was in school, I met my wife, or future wife, who's now my current wife, and she actually grew up in Illinois, and she wanted to come back to the Midwest to finish her training. She's a physician. And so we came back and decided to settle in the Chicago suburbs. And we've moved around a couple times, but Vernon Hills is where I wanted to open my practice because I was really impressed with the area and I liked all the people I'd met, so here I am.
Well, that's good to know. We'll try to keep up that good reputation. So, and you do have a beautiful office here, and I was looking at some of the information. It's really a full-service dental office. Tell us a little bit about some of the services or your specialties.
Sure. This is a new facility. As I said, we started here 2 years ago, and so we decided when we built it that we would do everything top of the line. We have, it's a fully digital office, which means that there is no paper charts, no x-ray film. It's all computerized, which is, you know, not only good for us as far as keeping accurate records, but it's also good for the environment. We combine that high-tech equipment with a real friendly atmosphere. I mean, all of our patients really are our friends. We have coffee ready for everybody when they come in, and you know, we remember them. We remember their kids and their special events and what they're up to. And every time you come in, it's kind of like a visit with a friend because we have a nice conversation. And you know, the dentistry is like the bonus because you get to come in and meet with people who genuinely are happy to see you, and we take care of your teeth too, and we do just about everything. I mean, we are very comfortable treating children, have a lot of experience with kids. We treat adults, and we do treat seniors. I have a number of people that I see from senior communities all over the area, and they love to see us because we take our time with them and they feel welcome. So no matter what their dental needs, whether it's cosmetic or implants, we're very happy to offer the invisible braces for our teens and adults, and that's been really popular. So whatever they need, we try to provide. And in the cases where we can't, we have some very excellent specialists that we do refer to.
Great. That's good to know. And I noticed something else that was kind of special on your website. There was the term conscious sedation. So it looks to me like you're very careful about how people feel when they're going through.
Right. This office is not only technology equipped and friendly, but it's also here to make you as comfortable as possible. Some of the unique things that we do for our patients is we have TV and music in every room. We have the sound of running water in every room, very feng shui. We also do offer laughing gas or other forms of sedation to make the dentistry more comfortable. So we do have a number of patients who may have not been to the dentist in 10 years and finally decided that this was the place they were going to get their dentistry done because they felt comfortable.
Well, and I will attest, they're beautiful TVs, too. This would be a nice place to just come have a cup of coffee, hang out.
It's quite an experience to lay in the chair. It's memory foam, and to just watch the TV while you're getting your work done. It's great. I have some patients that comment how they'd like to just come here and watch TV and drink coffee.
Very nice. That's a good mark of a dental visit when you want to come back. And so, and I know you're involved in a lot of the things going around in the community. You're involved in the GLMV Chamber of Commerce. You're involved in a lot of medical organizations. Talk a little bit about some of those groups here, Vic.
Sure. When I came to this town, I wanted to get involved with the community because I realized that the people that are going to be part of my practice are going to be the community. So the Chamber of Commerce was a good way to get out and meet the public and see what I could do to help the area. So I've been involved with the GLMV Chamber of Commerce since I came to Vernon Hills, and the members are great. They have a lot of great area businesses, and they really do want to, provide good service to the customers of Vernon Hills. Other organizations that I'm involved with, well, I recently started a little program with a couple of the local school districts to help with dental exams for underprivileged children. Kindergarten, 2nd and 6th grade, they need to have a dental exam, and some people just simply can't afford that, or they just don't have insurance coverage. So we provide that as a free service. Any children needing school exams can get that for free. That's just some small way I thought we could give back to the community. Some of the other things we're involved with, I do participate in a couple of charity dental organizations, including the Donated Dental Services through the Academy for Dentistry for the Handicapped. We also are doing the Give Back a Smile program, which is through the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry. And what that program is we basically are providing dental services to victims of domestic violence. There's a lot of battered women who may have had their teeth knocked out or facial injuries, and we donate our services to help get them their smile back. So that's a couple of the charities. Professionally, I help edit a magazine on dentistry. I belong to the College of Conscious Sedation, which is a group of dentists like myself who provide sedation for their patients, and I also belong to the American Dental Association, the Chicago Dental Society, a whole bunch of things. I like to be involved in my profession as well as my community.
Well, that's good to know. And if anybody wants more information, I know you're here to tell them in case you're a family who needs help with that, those dental exams that are now mandated by the state. I know you can get that information through your school or right here through Dr. Kisker. And I think if people wanted to find out more about some of those charitable organizations and get involved, I think you'd be a good guy to call too for that.
Yes, yeah, we definitely want people, both volunteers, and we're looking for people who need our help.
Okay, very good. That's good to know. And on a fun side, I understand, I suppose you're kind of a baseball fan because you've got a real tie to a unique baseball club that's coming to the area.
Right, the Lake County Fielders, which is our new minor league team that's opening up their beautiful new stadium in Zion soon. They've decided to take me on as their team dentist, and you'll be seeing me. I've got my season tickets, and I'll be going to the games, and you may even see our mascot for our practice, Brushman, will be at the games handing out toothbrushes.
That's good to know. So, and so do we think they're going to be going by spring? Is that when we might be able to see the field?
Yeah, from what I understand, that their season starts in April of 2010, yeah.
So that's, you're a celebrity guy, too. So is that Kevin Costner's team? Is that the one?
Right, he's one of the owners, right.
Okay,
There's a group of owners.
So now you're in good company there with that, too. So, well, it's great to get to know you guys here and see your offices. Thanks very much for taking the time, and I know you've got plenty of information online, and I know that you're welcome to talk. People like to call and talk to you on the phone and learn more, too.
Yeah, we do offer free consultations, so anybody who wants to talk about, what their concerns might be, give us a call.
Wonderful. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Welcome to In Business, a show profiling businesses located in Vernon Hills. We'll introduce you to some of the people, products, and services that are available right here in the village. Please make an effort to support our local business partners. If you have a choice, it's always good to shop in town. On today's show, we'll visit the local factory store for Bendy Incorporated.